Welcome home to your new place. It's got plenty of space, and I get it's not the same as what you've known, but welcome home, you'll be okay. You've been attached to material things, but that's not the joy that life brings. You've got your family and your friends, and in the end that's all you need, you will see. So in with the new and hugs to the old. Things aren't quite as black and white as what you've been told, 'cause you won't forget, but you can move on. Maybe just sit down and write a song.
Well, look at that. When life hands you lemons, you eat an apple because the lemons aren't ready yet. We're on YouTube for the same reasons we went to Facebook. Facebook was giving us issues, so we're on YouTube right now. So sorry we're late. You're seeing this after we record it, more than likely. I'll try to get a link going on the Facebook page to let you know to come to YouTube, where we used to do it. Now we're doing it again on YouTube. So there you go. We're here. I'm Mark Duncanson. I am here with Pleasanton Live. We bring you every Thursday. We bring you an artist, a performing artist, and a business or city staff person. We have a great show. You've waited 19 minutes already. Let's get things kicking off, okay? Let's bring our music guests, our performing arts guests for the evening. Please welcome Dyan McBride and Dennis O'Brien, everyone.
Hello.
Hello. Thank you for your patience.
Facebook sort of live. Pleasanton sort of live.
I didn't knock on the wood strong enough earlier when I was talking to you guys. Welcome. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having us.
I am so glad you guys are here to share your art. One of many. You guys are actors as well.
That's true, yeah.
Actors, teachers, directors, dog wranglers.
In the interest of full disclosure.
We may be wrangling later. Being good right now.
In the interest of full disclosure, I have first met Dyan McBride because I was lucky enough to be in a production of Rock of Ages that she directed at Center Rep, and was just so excited to from the first rehearsal. Honestly, from the time I auditioned, I was like, "Oh, this woman's cool. She's all right."
You auditioned with Dio.
I did. I totally did, because I did it for several times for karaoke nights, and loved that song and learned it on drums. And I was like, "I'm gonna do a Dio song." And Kevin Rowland let me know after that. She was asking, is anyone going to audition with this Dio song?
I was. And it was like, you walked in and I was like, yes. Like, you don't have to do anything else. I was like, he's funny and that's my favorite song. Cast him.
It's a good song.
And actors only knew it was that easy. You just didn't like song.
Now you have to pick a new one because they're all going to be singing Dio now. You better watch it. Watch it out. Who's directing? Dyan McBride. Dio. Oh. And Dennis, you're a teacher as well?
Yes, yeah. I work at Clayton Valley Charter High School. I'm a 9th grade English teacher.
All right. English. My dad always used to say, he goes, "How do you better in science and English? Boy, you speak English." I was like, I don't know. Maybe that's why.
And now look at you.
Look at me now. Look at me. Hello, audience. No. So in addition to teaching and directing and acting, you guys have little concerts in your house. You can sing. You're in musicals. I've seen you. Dennis, I saw you in Evita.
Oh, yes. Yeah, my star turn as the president.
That's right. Well, you know what? We've waited long enough. I'd love to hear some songs. Thank you for sharing and being here. I'm going to stop my video and sound, and we're going to hear the musical stylings of Dyan McBride and Dennis O'Brien.
All right. We want everybody to stand up and dance and have a good time because we're just going to have a little rock and roll here this evening. Ready, baby?
Ready.
All right. What I like about you, you hold me tight. Tell me I'm the only one, wanna come over tonight. Yeah, keep on whispering in my ear. Tell me all the things that I wanna hear, 'cause that's true. What I like about you, what I like about you, what I like about you, what I like about you. You really know how to dance. When you go up, down, jump around, think about true romance. Yeah, keep on whispering in my ear. Tell me all the things that I want to hear, 'cause that's true. That's what I like about you. Hey, dance break, everyone. Let's swim. Backstroke. What I like about you, you keep me warm at night. Never want to let you go, know you make me feel alright. Yeah, keep on whispering in my ear. Tell me all the things that I want to hear, 'cause that's true. What I like about you, 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 what I like about you. Hey! 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 Yeah! Oh, the 80s. Well, let's do another one for you. This is from our great American songwriter who we lost this year. This is Mr. John Prine, and this is Angel from Montgomery. I'm an old woman named after my mother. My old man's another child that's grown old. If dreams were thunder and lightning were desire, this old house would have burned down long ago. Make me an angel that flies from Montgomery. Make me a poster of an old rodeo. Just give me one thing that I can hold on to believe in this living's just a hard way to go. When I was a young girl, I had me a cowboy. He wasn't much to look at, just a free rambling man. But that was a long time, no matter how I tried. The years just flow by like a broken down dam. Make me an angel that flies from Montgomery. Make me a poster of an old rodeo. Just give me one thing that I can hold on to believe in this living's just a hard way to go.
There's flies in the kitchen, I can hear them buzzing. And I ain't done nothing since I woke up today.
I know it, baby.
How the hell can a person go to work in the morning, come home in the evening, and have nothing to say?
Make me an angel that flies from Montgomery. Make me a poster of an old rodeo. Montgomery. Make me a poster of an old rodeo. Just give me one thing that I can hold on to. To believe in this living's just a hard way to go.
To believe in this living is just a hard way to go.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You guys putting on a vibe where I wish I was there. I wish I was there playing with you guys. That's so much fun. Thank you so much again for being here. And we're going to see you in a couple of minutes.
Okay.
Hear a few more songs. We have
Talk to you in a minute.
a special guest. Talk to you in a minute. We have Leslie Baker here. Thank you for coming on the show tonight. And thank you so much for your patience.
You bet.
Thank you. Leslie Baker is from Therapy2Thrive.
Yes, sir. I certainly am.
And I should also let people know, one thing I love about working with the city of Pleasanton and what I do here at the Firehouse is I get to hear the arts. I get to give people access to the arts, but also I get to talk to people like you. You were a City of Pleasanton parent in the program. When I first started working here, your two kids were in my summer camp that I directed.
That's right. But don't talk about how long ago that was, Mark.
I will not. That's in my best interest, personally, and my ego as well.
A little bit of time ago, but
just a little bit of time ago.
You saved my life as a parent.
Oh,
and, it was a huge gift for parents to be able to, take kids to your programming, and my daughter eventually worked in some of your programs.
Yes.
I think a CIT, and then did some stuff with the arts, and you have a volunteer program. Is that still, maybe not in COVID, but was a huge part of her high school. So a wonderful programming, and I just can't say enough about it.
Oh, thank you so much. And I can tell you, your daughter just kind of came up with us, and literally one of my favorite people ever. And I
too.
Oh, thank you. And I, when I found out what you did, I was always trying to poise myself, put myself in a position to work with you, because what you do is so important. Tell us a little about what you do, who you are, how you help people.
Thank you. So I am the director and owner of Therapy2Thrive, which is also part of, it's called Ruby Hill Marriage and Family Counseling Center is our traditional name, but our fun name is Therapy2Thrive. Great. And I think that explains it the best. We work with youth from 5 and up. We work with families. That's a really big part of what we do. We work with couples and individuals in mental health. So any issues in terms of mental health. So we work with mental health issues from depression, anxiety, and other diagnostic issues. But we also work with what I call general issues like school transitions, and if a family is challenged with a divorce or other kinds of transitions. Maybe a family is moving and they're, getting used to a new town like Pleasanton. And so, children often will go through those kinds of things, but also difficult, traumatic losses, loss by suicide, or other traumatic issues, not unlike what we're all dealing with, which is a pandemic. And so we've seen a rise in anxiety, coping with how do you do school online. And we have a lot of blogs on our website that address a lot of these issues.
I am really glad to hear the myriad of issues that you guys help people address, because for a lay person as like myself, who's not in your industry, but kind of paying attention to what's been happening in our society in America, I feel like in the last 5 to 10 years, there's been a very strong push for people to recognize mental health issues of any kind as normal, right? And dealing with them as normal, which is really great to hear. I know when you'd mentioned divorce, when my parents were divorced, my mom immediately said, "I'm putting you into therapy." And we had the kind of relationship where I was like, "Okay, let's do it. I don't know what that means, but let's go." Yeah, she's great. And since then, I have had valued therapy in all its forms because I kind of like, we're so comfortable with taking our car in for an oil change or when something happens, right? We go to our general practitioner, right? If there's something that goes wrong, or just to make sure that everything is okay, right? And why is it that we have this stigma of mental health? Don't tell anyone.
Yeah, don't tell anyone. I think that's a really good point. I think that one of the things that there's nobody wants to be in a pandemic, so that's a really challenging issue. But one of the things that's been a little bit helpful is that it's highlighted the an essential issue called mental health. So we are an essential business, which I don't think a lot of people had thought about that.
Great. Good
So
to know.
along with our first responders and our hospital workers, you have a huge group of mental health workers that are working essentially. And I think that that's something really helpful. So it's helped reduce the stigma a little bit, to say that you have, at our clinic, we have 4 counselors aside from myself who are working to serve the public. So so what about stigma? Mental health, only in the recent past, have we realized that a lot of the issues of mental health are in regards to your brain. They're not problem attitudes, that they're not just, it's not because of you. It's because of a chemical issue. It's not just because it's all in your head. It really is in your head. Let me give you an example, like trauma. If a child experiences an early childhood event, like a car accident or child sexual abuse or some type of trauma, it changes your brain. The good news is we know that that therapy can intervene and help heal the brain. That's an amazing opportunity.
That's a great opportunity, and it's a body, right? It's and anything that what's that?
We're connected.
Yes,
So,
that's right.
so if you help, one of the neat things we do here is play therapy. How is it that play therapy, if you play, you change your brain.
That's right. Oh, that's great.
And we also use some really cool tools like video games and virtual reality where you put on the headset. And so we are up with what I call the digital natives. So digital natives can come and play.
That's great.
And it literally can change your brain positively, including regular play, playing a game of checkers, painting, doing artwork, doing sand tray. So there's many ways to heal. And of course we do traditional talk therapy, etc. But even just movement, doing movement. We're across the street from a park, so sometimes with permission, we will go and do play outside.
That's great.
So there's a lot of different ways that we can heal because we aren't just our heads. We are a holistic human being, and you can heal your brain.
That's great. Thank you so much for just offering this information that you've given us. One thing that I tapped into I learned more and more about my job and how it affects people every year when they give us an assessment and say, how did the program go? But one thing that stuck with me years ago was someone that was in Creatures of Impulse, was the improv troupe that I direct, a little high school troupe. And two people, one had said that it was cathartic. I'm able to wash away the troubles of the day. And sometimes the troubles were the academic pressure that they were under. And they said, I can just exist as I am. I can make stuff up. I don't have to worry about being right or wrong. And improv changed the way I feel about life. And there was another one that said, I just come because I can connect with my friends and play. And that showed me, that taught me the value. I just thought it was fun, right? But when people share that theater and improv are things that actually change your brain, right? They change your way of thinking and actually help you. I've seen it help me. It's helped me kind of put other things in perspective, and it helped me deal with things that in my life where I'm like, let me address this because I don't want anything. I want to go into fun unfettered, right? So kind of thinking in different ways. So it's really great to hear the work that you're doing, that your colleagues are doing at Therapy to Thrive. And I want to let people know that you guys can, after this video is shot, I'm going to put the information for Therapy to Thrive. You can go to Therapy2Thrive, that's the number 2, Therapy2Thrive.com, and get more information. Give them a ring, shoot them an email. They have a contact page as well that you guys can put in there. And if you are thinking that you wanted to talk to someone and you have not, there are things going around. The chemicals are going around in your brain and you're thinking, I should get some help. Get some help. Give them a call and figure things out. Get help figuring things out because we're just one person and we have a host of different people around us that are willing to help. Cool.
Right. And reaching out is really a good thing. So think of it as a strength. And it takes a lot of courage to reach out, but we're here to assist you in being able to utilize all of your resources.
Awesome. I appreciate it. And again, Leslie, thank you for your patience. I understand if you have to go now because we're starting later than normal. So if you have to go, I understand. But if we can see at the end, either way, thank you very much for your years of trust in the city of Pleasanton, but also thank you for all the work you're doing.
Thank you so much, Mark, and thank you for all you do.
Oh, thank you. You take care.
Good night.
Good night. Yeah, you guys go out there and get help. I'm here. I'm a soldier for mental health, telling you guys, get out there and get help. Even if that help means you're going to talk to someone that you know, a friend. Maybe you're like, oh, it's a big step talking to Therapy to Thrive or talking to someone that's in your medical insurance system. Maybe it's just talking to a friend, a neighbor, a family member. Say it. And no matter how big or small, what's the big deal here, you guys? Get some help. Feel good about stuff. It's all good, right? You know what else is all good? Dyan McBride and Dennis O'Brien. They're all good.
We're all good, baby.
All good.
Good. See, and I wanted to make sure you guys knew I was not implying anything when I invited Leslie on. I just worked out that way.
No, it's good. You know, since we both teach and these COVID times are so stressful and we're over in that area where we teach, I think it's really important to be able to check in and to know that people are there to help you because, you know, especially when you're young, you think that you're all by yourself and that stuff.
Yes.
You're just not.
No, you're not. And boy, man, if anyone has you guys for teachers, they're doing all right.
Lucky. Oh
They're
my
doing
God.
all right. They're doing okie dokie. I'm telling you right now. First rehearsal, I was like, I'm taking notes because this one.
You are so sweet.
All right, we're gonna let you guys get back to some music, and I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna enjoy it.
All right. Hey, this is a happy birthday to Mick Jagger, right? Just had his birthday, a little Leo, and somebody else I know just had a birthday.
Who? Oh, me.
You.
Oh.
How old are you?
50.
50 people. Doesn't he look good? Look at that hair. That's COVID hair. Here we go. There's little stones for you guys. Have a good time. Never be your beast of burden. My back is broad, but it's a hurting. And all I want is you to make love to me.
feet are hurting now, and all I want is you to make love to me. Am I hard enough? Am I rough enough? Am I rich enough? I'm not too blind to see. I'll never be your beast of burden. Let's go home and draw those curtains now. Music on the radio, and come on, baby, make sweet love to me. Am I hard enough? Am I rough enough? Am I rich enough? I'm not too blind to see. Oh, little pretty, pretty, such a pretty girl. Oh, you're pretty now, you're such a pretty girl. Come on, baby, please, please me. I'll tell you, put me out on that street. Put me out with no shoes on my feet. And put me out, put me out, put me out of memory. Yeah, 'cause all your sickness, I can suck it up. Now throw it all at me, yeah, I just shrug it off. 'Cause there's one thing, baby, that I don't understand. You keep on telling me I ain't your woman. Ain't I rough enough? Ooh, ain't I tough enough? Ain't I rich enough and love enough? Oh, baby, please. I'll never be your beast of burden. Sing it, baby. I'll never be your beast of burden. Never, 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 never be. Featuring our dog Violet. Oh man, when you have a border collie, it's no joke, y'all. So anybody who knows me knows that I'm a huge Springsteen fan. And subsequently, if you've been married to me a long time,
You've seen Springsteen more than any other musical act in history.
that's right. Who would you like to see the most?
I think the Violent Femmes.
We've seen the Violent Femmes a lot.
Yeah, but not 45 times.
50. I've seen Bruce 50
Okay.
times, but you know, who's counting? Me. All right. So this is for all the things people know about Bruce, you know, they think he's pretty much like a party guy, and he is, but he's a terrific songwriter and a great ballad writer. And this is really one of the saddest songs ever written. So here's an uplifting way to end this evening. This is Wreck on the Highway. Last night I was out driving, coming home at the end of a working day. I was riding along through the drizzling rain on a deserted stretch of a county 2-lane when I came upon a wreck on the highway. There was blood and glass all over. There was nobody there but me. As the rain tumbled down hot and cold, I seen a young man lying by the side of the road, crying, "Mister, won't you help me, please?"
side. And I watched as they drove him away. And I thought of a girlfriend or a young wife and a state trooper knocking in the middle of the night, saying baby died. A wreck on the highway. Sometimes I sit up in the darkness and I watch my baby as she sleeps. Then I climb in bed and I hold her tight, just lay there awake in the middle of the night, thinking about the wreck on the highway. Then I climb in bed and I hold her tight, I just lay there awake in the middle of the night, thinking about the wreck on the highway. Thinking about the wreck on the highway.
Yes. And don't worry, I had the bass line for you guys.
Oh, yeah?
I had that covered when my
Actually, it's a great bass line in there. It actually, at the end, what happens is that song totally lays out and it's just bass. So you're right. Very good.
Yeah. And I don't want to brag, but I lived in New Jersey for 2 years. No big deal. Not too far
Oh my
away from his stomping
God.
grounds. So no big deal.
No
It's
big
whatever.
deal. Just touch me. Touch me. I have spring
Yeah.
clean all over me.
I mean, it doesn't beat your 50 times you've seen him. 50?
It's a sickness. And I'm like low on the Springsteen fan, totem pole.
Oh,
like
yeah?
the hardcore fan. Because I saw Bruce the first time I saw him, I was 12. So I've been following my whole life, yeah. But if you meet someone from New Jersey,
Oh, forget it. Oh,
Yeah.
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 Forget about it.
And they
Forget
can go to all
about
the
it.
states, right? Because they're close, so they can go to all the states. But
Yep.
California, I have to go to LA and then Arizona.
But you saw his Broadway show, right? Did you
Twice.
see his Broadway show? Twice. I've heard such great things about that.
It's on Netflix, and everybody really should watch it. It's such a beautiful, it's just a really beautiful piece, and I actually think it's a really beautiful piece for men, especially
Oh, that's
because
great to know.
it's got all sorts of things about your father and your parents and everybody you've grown up with, where you've grown up, and some things that he really struggled with as an older person. And a lot of people don't know that he has depression, and he maybe from that song.
Get that song out of my discography. It's making me know.
But didn't get depression till way later in his life, till his 60s.
Wow.
And had to go on medication. This is the boss, 4 hours, plays forever and had to do that. So,
Well, I'm going to check that out. It's on Netflix.
it's beautiful.
I had no idea. That's good to know. And here's to hoping that you will hit 50 times with the Violent Femmes, Dennis.
Oh, yes.
See? I'm hoping I hit 10 with Squirrel Nut Zippers.
Oh,
Weren't we going to go to that concert together?
Yes. Yes.
Right. I know.
gonna get you.
Them. We like them.
Oh, they're awesome. They're my favorite. So I can't believe that is it. We are all done for tonight. So let's bring back Leslie to say goodbye to y'all. Thank you all for coming. Thank you all for being on here. Again, I keep saying it ad nauseum. Thank you for your patience. We're going to let our friends on Facebook know and give them the link. I sent them the link earlier, but we're going to give them the link to the full video so everyone gets the full satisfaction of getting the entire live experience with Dennis, Dyan, and Leslie. So next week, me. I was remiss. So next week, Thursday, 7 o'clock or around there, hopefully intentionally on Facebook, we're going to have from the California Feet Warmers, have Charles DeCastro on. So Come back and see us here. We can't wait to see you again. Have a great week and take care of each other. Wear your mask. We want to get back into this theater, okay? Wear your mask, okay? Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.
Shows you the life that is always all around us. So much to do and to learn and to love. And the people in this place we're from. In Pleasanton.